Well, hello, hello. Welcome back. My name is Christy, and I am here to help you online shop for the right fit, the right size, so you can buy exactly what you need the first time around. No exchanges, no returns, just happy. Today, we're going to talk about my all-time favorite pant. In fact, this is the only pair of pants you'll ever truly need. And that is the Olo Airbrush Leggings. I am currently wearing a pair right now. In fact, I live in these. You can work out in them, you can hang out in them, you can go out in them. They are by far the most versatile pants I have ever found. They come in 3 core colors: black, white, which I don't recommend, and ivory. I would go with the ivory because it doesn't show as much as the white and it's not so whoosh. That being said, if I were you, I would be like me and I would just get 2 pairs of black because I alternate. Some days I wear these, and when these are dirty, I grab my other black pair. That's how good they are. They are medium compression and they are high-waisted, so they tuck you in all the right places. They make your bum look amazing, because I'll be honest, I got kind of a flat bum, and they tuck me in, and they are probably the best looking leggings I've ever put on my bum. A lot of leggings do not do good things for those of us with flat bums. So I highly, highly recommend the Olo Airbrush Leggings. They start at about $118, but they go up from there. Like I said, they come in the 3 core colors: white, ivory, and black, but they do have special edition colors. I have 4 pair, well, 5. I have 2 pairs of black. One I'm wearing and one I keep as a spare, so when I need another pair. I also have them in ivory, which I love. Every time I wear these, they are a showstopper. At least one person makes some comment about, woo, those pants. So if you want a showstopper, grab the ivory. And then I have 2 shades of red. Red is my favorite color, so you'll see a lot of red. So I got them in this red that was maybe last spring, so they're about a year or so old. And then they just came out with this red pair for winter 2025, and these look great on. Now talk about making your bum look good. Check out that heart. These look so good on. They're a little more expensive because they're a special edition design, but I will model them for you. They're lovely. I've only actually worn them once, but I felt like $1,000,000 when I wore these pants. Now that being said, let's talk about sizing, because Olo sizing is a little different. For example, I personally think that you need to size down in Olo pants. Now this is not true across the board. However, it has been the case for me. So I almost always am an extra small. I've tried on extra small, and usually it's just a little too tight. It's a little too tight around the chest, and then it squeezes a little too much in around the waist, and then, I have the love handles that none of us want. So I almost always go with extra small, except in Olo, especially in Olo pants. In all of Olo pants, especially the airbrush, I go with the extra small. Now we're going to talk about the sizing comparison chart. So what you'll see on your screen is a generic sizing chart from Revolve Clothing. So as you can see, an extra small is the equivalent to a 00 or a 0. Extra small is 0 to 2, smalls 2 to 4. If you switch over and check out the Olo sizing, you'll see that extra small is still 0 00. However, their extra small skips up to a 2. So it kind of cuts out the middleman. So if you're in between sizes, I recommend sizing down. If you want to size up, by all means. I also think it depends on your hip size and your waist size. So if you have wider hips, you might want to size up because then they are going to fit into the waist part of it. However, if you're like me and you have smaller hips, but perhaps a wider stomach, I would size down. And here's why. 2 reasons. 1, it's gonna stretch. Trust me, even if you don't think so, by the 4th or 5th wear, it's going to stretch out and it's gonna fit you like a glove. Also, it's high-waisted. So I want the one that's gonna fit my hips because I can bring the top up and over those love handles that I don't like, and it sucks me in right here where I want it to suck me in. So I highly recommend sizing down if you've got smaller hips, and then going true to size if you have bigger hips. I would never recommend sizing up in any Alo leggings. In fact, I would never size up in any Alo product unless you just want to wear something oversized. But I'm going to tell you a little hint. When you wear something that's too big, it actually makes you look bigger. You're better off wearing something that either fits like a glove or is a little tight, because it's better off to show your curves than to hide them, because when you hide them, you inadvertently give off the impression that you're bigger. So, that being said, airbrush comes in 2 different lengths. They might come in a crop version, but I don't really wear crop pants because they kind of cut you in the knee in a weird place, and they just don't, there are very few people who look flattering in cropped pants. Therefore, I go with either the full length or the 7/8 inch length. Now, I only go with the full length if they're completely sold out of 7/8 inch length in my size. And that's because I don't like it to bunch up. I am 5'5", so the 7/8 inch comes, as you can see, about right here on me. It comes all the way down to my ankle. However, if I get the full length, then they start to bunch up. I think the full length are about 28 or 29 centimeters, and the 7/8 inch is about 24 to 25 centimeters. So once again, that's what I like to go with, because as you can see, I don't like them to bunch up. I like them to be the perfect sleek fit because I like my clothes tailored and well-fitting. So then you can go online and you can find the perfect pair of airbrush leggings. I promise you will not be disappointed. These are the best leggings you will ever find. That being said, one thing I wanted to mention that I forgot. Have you ever tried the Lululemon's Original Wonder Underpants? I'm talking circa 10, 12 years ago, maybe 2012, 2013. They're Original Wonder Underpants before they changed them. The Original Wonder Under feel and look a lot like the Alo airbrush leggings. And I'll be honest, I have 2 pairs of those Original Wonder Unders, and I will never get rid of them. They still hold up, and they are by far my favorite pair of pants I ever had until Lululemon went and screwed it up and changed the style. Because my idea is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the Wonder Unders were not broken. They were perfect. So Lululemon got rid of them, their loss, and now Alo has come up with a very similar pair. So if you loved those Original Wonder Under leggings, these are the leggings for you. I love them. I hope you love them too. If you like this, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. We're going to talk about Alo Soft leggings.